All right, guys, welcome to our coaching happy hour, kind of coaching sneak peek for August. So it's the end of August, and we like to do these at least once a month where we can just kind of give you guys a sneak peek into what this coaching life is. I think what we love most is how transparent we are as coaches, how transparent we are as a team, and how we want you guys to know that we don't have anything to hide. We want to be here to answer questions. And so tonight's style is going to be kind of going over the typical hesitations and questions that we hear the most. So once you've been coaching for a while, which all of you guys will be one day, you're going to come to the conclusion that you kind of hear the same things consistently over time, the same type of questions, the same type of objections. And so we're going to touch on those normal or like the most common ones we hear. And then at the end, you are more than welcome to ask questions. So if you kind of put your mouse over the bottom of your screen, you'll see a chat option. You can type your questions into there at any time and we'll make sure to go back, or you can even unmute yourself at the end if you want to and share your question live with us. So we are going to jump in now. Welcome once again, and we hope you enjoy. Please just let us know any questions that you have. So what I'm going to do is take turns asking these different ladies some of the common hesitations questions that we get. So Christy, you are up first. I think one of the most common things that people want to know is like what you actually do as a coach. What does being a coach mean?
Okay, so the first thing that we do, we are focusing on our own journey. So, we want to be proof of the product. So we are making sure that we're getting our workouts in, we're drinking our Shakeology every day, we're focusing on our nutrition, we're doing personal development. We want to be proof of the product and lead by example. So that is our main focus with that. And then something that's cool with coaching is that we get to decide what pace we want to go as far as your coaching goes. So you have the option to, be a discount coach, or you have the option to actively coach. It's totally up to you. And so if you're a discount coach, you get to focus on your own journey. You get that discount, you get the perks of being a coach, and you get to focus on doing your own thing. There's no pressure for you to actively coach. But if you do want to actively coach, you have that option. And once you start coaching, you will start signing up challengers and coaches. And once you do that, it's your responsibility to take care of them. So we check in with our challengers. We help, our coaches along the way. We host challenge groups or monthly accountability groups, however you want to call it, boot camps, different things like that. You can host your challenge group, or you can join in if you're a new coach with your coach's challenge group, and they'll help mentor you and get you set up so you feel comfortable leading your own someday. And then with the option of coaching, you can do it part-time or you can do it full-time. It's, like I said, it's your pace. It's whatever you want to get out of it. You get to decide how much time you invest. Of course, if you spend more time in it, your business is going to grow, but there's never that pressure. So if you want to do part-time, you can find small pockets of time to work your business. So if you work full-time outside of the home, you can still coach. You just find those pockets of time and you get to make it as big or as small as you want. So if that's a hesitation that you do have, you can always talk to the coach that invited you, and they'll be able to help you work through that. And then the more that you get into coaching, the more that you will want to learn. So a lot of us, have continuing type education that we are involved in. We watch different YouTube videos. All of that is provided to us, which is an awesome tool. It's not something extra that we have to pay for. There's tons of resources to help you learn and grow as a coach. And again, that is all optional. You're not required to watch so many videos a day or, anything like that. It's totally up to you and what you want out of the business. And then we have fun together. All of these ladies that are on this call, we talk to each other daily. So you develop those relationships. And that's something that really surprised me when I started coaching, was the community and how, I would enjoy being around these. I'm not physically around them, but, being able to do these calls with them on the regular and all of that. That's a really, really cool aspect of coaching.
Yes. So just to touch on that last part that Christy said, because I just always think this story is funny. So Christy flew out to my house last January. So she lives in a different state than me, obviously. Flew out. We had never met in person. She was a complete stranger who met me online, messaged me through Facebook. And I was driving to the airport to get her, and Travis, my husband, looked at me and he was like, what if like you pick her up and you guys like hate each other? Like, what are you gonna do? And I was like, there's just no way possible. Like, we talk every day. Like, she's she's one of my people. Like, it's just crazy. The bonds and the relationships that you build with these strangers. And that's not something I ever had with other girls. Like, growing up, I was never a girl's girl. So I always think that's story funny. I mean, and literally, like, she got off the airplane, we hugged. It was like, oh, nice to meet you, but not really, because we've been talking every day for months. Like, so anyways. Okay, next question goes to Miss Mallory. So as a coach, how do you earn income? You know, Christy talked about being like part-time versus full-time. Like, how do you earn income? And are there like trips and prizes that you are eligible for as well?
Yes. So when you first start out, you will get 25% commission off of every sale or every person that you help. So that's how it starts off first and foremost. And the more people you help, the more opportunities you have for prizes and that sort of thing. So, for example, we have this thing called Success Club, and the more times you get that, you get prizes every month, and you have opportunities to go to really cool places. Like Kristen had a full expense paid trip to actually the past 2 years, right, to different places, Punta Cana, Riviera Maya. And she got to take her husband with her, and they're like completely expense paid resorts. So everything that they did, they didn't have to worry about anything that they paid for. And the trips look so awesome. And Beachbody provides that just for her, you know, for any of us to be able to just get these awesome opportunities. And another way, which is kind of a bigger way to earn income, is based on your team. So once you hit the next rank, which is called Emerald, and we can kind of go more into that once you become a coach, but you start earning bonuses based on the performance of your team. So like Kristen is our whole Be Brave leader, and she will earn bonuses. And it's not commission off of what we do. Beachbody gives you bonuses based on the performance of your team, based on how well they're doing. And that's really cool because there's so many other, I guess, network marketing things that you get commission off of your people. And it's just really cool that based on how you're doing, you get bonuses. And even for more so than just how your team's doing, just how you're doing. So it's really cool to be able to have all these different ways to earn prizes and trips and all sorts of things. And also, we have this big conference called Summit. And if you do really well in if you help 3 people in the first 3 months, you earn a free ticket to Summit, which is this amazing opportunity where we get to work out with the trainers, and it's really cool. And so to be able to earn that ticket for free is huge.
Yes. Yes to all of that. Okay. That Summit ticket, like, it is, I think it's like a $300 value, first of all.
Yeah.
So the monetary value of it is crazy, but then the benefits of it, Kelly on here earned her free ticket to shout her out, and it is just so cool. Like, that's when a lot of us get to meet each other for the first time and hang out, and like Mallory said, work out with the trainers. Nothing better than like the people who got you in shape, who helped you change your life, to be able to hug them and touch them and sweat with them, literally. Like, we were with Lift 4, if you guys are doing that program, Christy, Jordan, and I were in the very first like ever live Lift 4 workout, like ever. And like Joel was literally like 5 feet away from us working out, kicking our butts, and then we got to take sweaty selfies with him afterwards. So just a totally cool experience. All right, Miss Jordan, you are up next, and I'm sure everybody is wondering, we talked about how you earn income. How much does it cost to be a coach, and what are like the monthly cost obligations?
So to become a coach, just strictly sign up as a coach today. It's $40, and most of us, if you haven't, and it's the best way to go, have purchased with a challenge, or we have purchased a challenge pack, or you're going to be signing up with a challenge pack. But that's the best route to go, just because one, your fee gets waived with that, so you don't have to worry about it. And if you have purchased one in the past, we can submit a form and get your refund. But that way you have access to everything that you're going to be talking with people about. So you have access to, if you have somebody who is a new mom or somebody that's pregnant, you can talk to them about how we have postnatal and prenatal programs, and you can talk to them about all of the meal plans. If you're not doing the same program that they're doing, you can look it right up and be able to talk and walk them through that. So that's really the best way to go. And right now our basic challenge pack is $160. And so that gets you access for an entire year to all of our programs, meal plans, our recipe channel / PDF, cookbook, your first bag of Shakeology, and any programs to come out in that year. For $160. And then if there's a $170 package option, and I don't know if you guys have seen, or maybe you are doing Lift 4, but that's our brand new program, and it doesn't officially launch until October, but that is your way to get the early access and get started on that now. So that's just your package options, and you can talk to your coach a little bit more about that if that's something you're interested in or you have not signed up yet. And then you do have a $15.95 monthly coaching fee. And so this is just basically, I don't know if you guys have ever sold anything from home or whatever, Pampered Chef or whatever, but I did Avon when I was growing up. And I had to take inventory, and I had to handle people's money, and I had to basically be like the middleman, which is stressful. And so that is what that fee is for. Beachbody is taking care of that. They're taking care of your back office. They're taking care of payments. They're taking care of inventory. They're tracking all of the orders. So that's being taken care of. And so that's what your $15.95 goes towards every single month. And also, if you are, for me, I know when I started, I was like, why do I have to pay a monthly fee? Like if I'm not actively coaching yet? And it's there for you to use when and if you do actively coach. But you guys, even with Shakeology, I was still saving at least $15 a month. So I was still saving money if I wasn't actively using the whole coaching part of that. And then Mallory is my go-to girl. But if you are active duty, spouse of active duty, in the reserves, or retired, your coaching fee gets waived. Is that correct? She'll let me know. But she will be covering that a little bit more later. So that is it.
Thank you, Lovebug. Okay, so we talked about how we earn income. We've talked about what the monthly cost obligations. Christy, earlier you touched a little bit on being like part-time or just being here for the discount. Can you talk a little bit more about what that discount is and how, like, whether someone can coach strictly for the discount forever?
Yes. So when you sign up as a coach, if you are actively coaching or if you want to do the discount only, you get 25% off of all Beachbody products. So that's Shakeology, that's the performance line, that's Beach Bars, Energize, it's discount on the clothing, the equipment, anything through Beachbody, you get the 25% off. And then we also get 25% off of Reebok and 40% off at Athleta. So that's an extra discount that's thrown in, which is really cool. So you can get that for being a coach, for getting that discount on your Shakeology and focusing on yourself only. So can you be a coach just for the discount? Yes, you can. It's totally up to you how much or how little you want to dive in with the coaching. If you want to focus on your own journey, focus on getting your goals, that's totally fine. But just a little warning, a lot of us start out as discount coaches, and I know that's how I was. It's like, I love a good discount, sign me up for the discount, but I do not want to coach. Well, then I dove into the programs, dove into the community, and I fell in love, and I knew that I wanted to share this with others. And then here I am. So
yes, I think the fact that you can sign up for just the discount is one of my favorite things about coaching, because it is what got, I think, every single one of us started. And I think about if I hadn't signed up for that discount, how none of us would even know each other, like be here today, which is just crazy. And just for a second, I actually have like a graphic I'm going to show real quick, just to kind of give you guys an idea of the actual discount and how it breaks down for some of our favorite items. So this is a graphic that your coach can give you. But it just shows you, so like Jordan said, even if you're not like wanting to utilize that $15.95 fee, if you're getting Shakeology a month, you're still saving, in addition to that $15.95 that you're spending, at least $15. You love Energize, you love Recover, like there's more savings. You get them together, you save even more if you get them together. Hydrate, 2B Mindset, Daily Sunshine, which actually, you guys, I need to update this because it just dropped its price forever. And it is $74 now for coaches, which is just bananas. Beach bars, which we are all obsessed with, the 3-day refresh. So this just shows you, like, and even if you're just making purchases occasionally and it's not something you're wanting to, do every month or outside of your Shakeology, like there's no limit on your discount. You can order as much or as little of this as you want. Okay, so next question, as my husband turns the light on, messing me all up. Mallory, so I think let's dive into some of the more common like hesitations we get with coaching. One that we get all the time are coaches who see us being on our journey, or people who see us being on our journey for a certain length of time and think like, well, I'm not perfect. I'm not at my goal weight. I'm not at like my perfect body. I don't have a 6-pack. Can you touch on that, please?
Absolutely. So first off, I want to say people who are perfect and have abs actually struggle a little bit more because they don't have the before and afters, and people think, well, she can do that because she has abs, but I could never have the same results with coaching. And it's actually better to be in your journey and see people having you show up every day. We have pregnant mamas in here. Christy is rocking her bump, and obviously she looks awesome. And I did that with my pregnancy. I'm currently in my postpartum journey. My daughter is 10 months old, and I am nursing, and I'm still getting my body back after baby. And I think people seeing you have those results and showing up every day is way better than waiting and waiting and waiting. I felt like that's what I did. I watched my coach for a while before being like, okay, I'm not quite at my goal weight, but I want to do this. I want to inspire people with what I have done. Even if you're just getting started on your journey, I think showing up every day and showing people that it is possible to do this is so much better than just being perfect.
Absolutely. And honestly, I think if any of us could go back and change any one thing, it would be that we would have gotten started sooner on our journeys, because the more people can see that whole story of your journey, the more they're going to relate to you. So with Mallory, when she got started with me, she was postpartum with her first baby, so with her son. And so like that's when I got to see her. I got to watch her drop 100 pounds, and then like she got pregnant, so I got to watch her crush her pregnancy journey, and then she got to crush her postpartum journey her second time around, which has given her different struggles than it did the first time. And for me as a coach, that inspires me every day. Like, can you imagine people who aren't surrounded with this, how inspiring that is? Like, your story, no matter where you are, is so powerful. Okay, I promise you guys, I could talk forever. So sometimes you just have to be like, Kristen, be quiet. Okay. So the next question I'm going to take for myself because I talk anyway. So one thing that I think I get a lot of is coaches or people, potential coaches coming to me and saying like, I don't have a social media following. Like, how can I be successful if I don't have these things? So, I will tell you right now, none of us started with a social media following. And if you look at any of us, we don't have crazy social media followings as it is. The awesome thing about this is, like, when you first get started, just sharing your journey, you're touching people, you're inspiring people you went to high school with, people, you know, that in your family, people that you grew up with. So people are watching. And then if you're wanting to build your business, we offer so many trainings that are going to help you start building your social media following. And we're going to teach you how to make your pictures look a little bit better and how to word your posts a little bit better and just critique those things. And like Christy mentioned earlier, you guys, there are YouTube trainings for everything in the world. If you want to know how to build an Instagram following, it's on YouTube. If you want to know how to, you know, get some traction on Facebook, it's on YouTube. I will tell you, social media changes on the daily, so that YouTube training might not be super valuable right now. But there's so many resources out there. So I think we discount how valuable even just having 100 followers are. That's 100 people that you have a chance to inspire every single day. And say you add 5 people to that a week, that's 5 new people. And over time, that grows. So you don't have to have a crazy social media following. None of us do, and we are all successes in our businesses. So the next question is for Jordan. And you touched on this a little bit. I was super worried about having to hold stock of products. Like, I don't want my whole like guest bedroom being full of Shakeology or anything like that. Can you touch on holding stock of products?
I'm pretty sure your whole bed or spare bedroom could be packed with different products because you guys are always loaded and ready for guests over there. But no, we do not have to hold stock, which is amazing. Beachbody takes care of that. That's what you're part of what you're paying the $15.95 for. So we don't have to do any of that. And to me, that's really nice, especially with having done that in the past before when I was selling Avon and holding everybody's stuff and finding time to get to them to deliver it, all taken care of. So no, we do not have to hold stock.
Yeah, our pantry is pretty ridiculous, but anytime like I have a coach come stay over, they're like, do I need to bring my Shakeology? I'm like, nah, got you, girl. We got Shakeology, we got Energize, we have a little bit of everything. That discount comes in great handy in the Fields household. Okay, next question is from Mallory. Jordan touched on this a little bit earlier, but you are always my go-to with military because our amazing military package is what got you to finally say yes to me. So can you talk about the benefits that Beachbody offers military?
Yes, I can. So like she said, really the biggest reason I signed up is because of this military discount. So, you know, Jordan was talking about that $15.95 fee and that initial $40 fee. Well, with the military discount, all of that is waived if you are active duty, if you're a spouse of active duty, if you're a reservist, or if you're a veteran. You get all of that completely waived. So you get the discount for nothing. I mean, it's huge. Like, it's such an awesome opportunity. So that was like, yeah, I love to save money. So it's just been awesome. And I want to kind of add an experience with being military. If you are a spouse, you find that it's actually pretty hard to find jobs. And I have been able to easily move from the United States to Japan now and continue to work every single week. Was there a question on there about, I thought I saw something about military.
It is. Kelsey asked, is that monthly fee waived every month for active duty and their spouses? So touch on that for a second.
Okay. So it only allows for the fee to be waived for one member of the family. So I get mine waived for me, and then I pay the $15.95 for my husband's account, which I still keep open because of kind of how like business stuff works. But we both have an account, but I do have to pay for his. It only calls for one person.
Unless both people were active duty.
Yes, that is true.
Veterans, or like if both people were eligible on their own, then it would work. But like for Mallory's not military, her husband is. So that's why she initially signed up with that discount, and then she signed her husband up business-wise underneath her, so she pays that one fee. But still, you know, I pay for me and Travis a month, which has more than benefited both of us in our house and our income. So where Mallory only has to pay for that one every month. So yeah, and it's forever, Kelsey.
Yeah.
It's every month. There's no exceptions. And so I know I said earlier, one of my favorite things, the fact that Beachbody does this definitely sets them, just the values, the core of the company, apart from other companies to me. The fact that they care enough about our military and things like that is such a winner in my eyes. And what I love about it is that there's no, like, people are always quick to say, like, what's the catch? There's no catch. Like, Mallory can be a part of our millionaire club. She can, like, she has every opportunity that I have with paying my monthly fee with not paying her monthly fee. Like, it's just free for her, which is just so freaking awesome.
And I will say that the coolest thing is, even though Beachbody doesn't ship to Japan, they do ship to APO boxes. So because we are here in Japan, it does give military that special kind of option to still be able to get their goods.
Yeah, just in case you guys didn't know, you can coach from anywhere. Mallory is on our team in Japan. It is 9:30 in the morning right now, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm getting you good, y'all. I have got this down now, okay? It is 9:30 in the morning there, and, like, she coaches, and nothing had to change in her business besides her wake up and sleep times, like, being in correlation to ours. So when we schedule calls, we do it where it's nighttime for me and morning for her normally. So just such a cool potential and possibility for people. Okay, so we have one last question, and I'm going to take it. So a question that I don't really get this question very much often these days, but I see it thrown around a lot on social media where people are like bashing like MLMs because they're pyramid schemes. And I know a lot of spouses bring this up, and it's probably that's where I get it the most. It's not an objection from like a coach that I'm about to sign up. It's a thing that their spouse is like, I don't want you being a part of that pyramid scheme thing. So let me touch on this for a second, because it always makes me smile a little bit. Pyramid schemes are illegal. And if you think this is a pyramid scheme, it's because you don't really grasp or understand what a pyramid scheme is. A pyramid scheme is where, like, the person at the top benefits and nobody else benefits down the line, like, at all. So the reason people think we're set up like a pyramid is because every job in the world is set up in the shape of a triangle, aka a pyramid, where, you know, I'm at the top of all of your pyramids. And Mike, Christy, Jordan, Mallory, they're all underneath me. And then when you sign up, you'll be underneath them. But the awesome thing that sets us apart from probably your corporate job, or probably what a pyramid scheme would be, is that the people below me can out-earn me and outrank me at any time, because there's no, like, ceiling there. I don't know about you guys, but when I was working in corporate America, I was doing all the work down here, making crap, while my boss was sitting in an office all day not doing anything, making probably 6 times what I was making. And while his boss was really out playing golf and not doing anything, sitting out there making quadrillion times what I was making. And I never had the potential to make more than him or take his job. Like, that was never going to happen. And, you know, these girls aren't going to take my job, but at any time they can outrank me. Their teams can boom and they can become higher leaders than me, and they can out-earn me. And I say, yes, like, do that, because, like, we're all successful when those things happen. So that is the difference. And if you just Google like what a pyramid scheme is, it makes a little bit more sense. But Beachbody's been around for a long time, and people don't really understand that because MLMs have kind of just taken off in the last several years. But Beachbody's been around for a long, long time. They would not have the reputation they have. They would not be here if it were illegal. And another thing, I think MLMs in general just have this negative stigma behind them. I don't know if you guys see it, but I see people all the time like, I want a work from home job. If you work in MLM, do not contact me. And it just blows my mind a little bit because like MLMs are where the future is, you guys. Like if you like look at who the people are in this world that are starting to make more money and starting to grow like incomes and businesses, it's people joining MLMs because there isn't the overhead cost of being an entrepreneur. You guys, what business in this world can you sign up for $40 and have the potential to make millions without paying rent to a location and without paying insurances and all of these crazy things that come along with owning your own business or being an entrepreneur? That would, you guys, you can't do that and have that potential. So yes, like we partner with Beachbody, and yes, like we pay Beachbody a monthly fee, but that monthly fee is way cheaper than what we would be paying people to ship out our products for us and store our products if we had to rent a warehouse and all of those things. So I definitely think MLMs are going to continue to become more popular because they're where it's at and they're not going anywhere. Like, so you jump on the train and join, you know, find one that fits for you, find one that really like you can correspond with, because in 5 years from now, you're going to wish you did. So that is all that I have on those topics. So let me just kind of touch on real quick, like before we get into questions, what's next? So if you're listening to this or you're watching the recording afterwards and you're like, okay, I'm ready. This is what you do. You message your coach, and your coach is whoever invited you in here, or if you saw this on someone's timeline and you added yourself to the group, that is your coach. So that's your person. You would message them and say like, hey girl, I'm ready to sign up. I listened to you guys. I'm ready to go. What do I need to do? They're going to go over your options of whether you want a challenge pack. A completion pack is another option if you have purchased a challenge pack in the past and you're wanting some other things, or signing up with that $40. They'll go over all of those things, find the best fit for you. You sign up. They are going to post on our team page and say, welcome, like blah, 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 and shout you out. And we are all going to love the heck on you and say, welcome. We're so excited you're here. You're going to get a new coach email that's going to walk you through all of your first steps into coaching, get you used to it. You're going to set up a call where you can go over goals with your coach, and like it's your business. So it's your speed at that point. So that's what's next. Contact your coach and let them know you're ready so you can go over options. And Mallory, I see a question for you in the chat.
Yes, I was just looking at that. So there aren't any different requirements for military members as opposed to coaches. Basically, we would just have you fill out a waiver. You would have to provide, they have a couple different documents for based on whether you're active duty or spouse or that sort of thing. But you just provide proof. I just provided like if you're military, you know, an LES is like a pay stub. Just provided that showing that my husband was active duty military, and they waived it pretty quickly. And then you just kind of get your $40 back. So there are no additional requirements. You just fill out a form and that's it. We still get all the same benefits as regular coaches. We don't have to do anything different. It's pretty simple.
So the only thing that is just a tad bit different, and it's not even something that you ever have to really worry about, but there is like a special caveat where if you have been a coach, where is it like 5 months or 6 months?
Yeah.
For 6 months at a time without either helping somebody or without purchasing something for yourself, they will just deactivate your account. And that only applies to coaches, to military, because they're like, well, you're here for free. If you're not using that for anything, like you don't need it. So even if your account gets canceled, you could legit sign up the next day, go through the paperwork again and get it start it again. But they email you to let you know that like, hey, you've been inactive for a certain length of time. Like, are you going to help anybody, or would you like your account terminated?
Right.
And, you know, I don't necessarily know the reasoning behind that. I really just think they think that if you're not utilizing it, like, why are you here type of thing. But it's not a big pain. You cancel and then you can sign right back up if you want. Does anybody else have any other questions for us? I hear something. You're welcome, April. So something else, just while I'm thinking, just if you guys think of any questions, go ahead and pop them in there. But I always tell people, like, the reason I signed up was because there's nothing to lose. Literally nothing to lose. I could send in my cancellation tomorrow for free and my account will be canceled. No penalties, no like send us this back, send us this amount of money, nothing. You can cancel at any time if you're like, this wasn't what I thought it was, or, you know, I'm just not liking it. Those type of things. So I always think that's really cool too. There's no like strings attached. You can just cut the cord. And if you do that and you're wanting to sign up with another coach or on another team, you do have to wait 6 months to do that. So that is a little caveat there, just because they want to protect all of us with like coaches hopping from team to team and affecting people's ranks and incomes. But otherwise, there's no caveat. And Kelsey, I just saw your message and I will message you back after the call. Anybody else? Any coaches on here have any questions that they've been getting that they would like to touch on?
I was just going to add that if you were to start your own business without Beachbody, you would invest so much more of your own money than the $40 fee or the $15.95. You would have to pay so much into so many other things. And with this, Beachbody does a lot of the work for you. You literally just do the fun part, the helping people, just helping people. That's what we do. And that's all we have to do. And that's such an amazing opportunity to be able to grow from there.
And I think if you guys have been on here, you will hear something I always like to talk about is how amazing our team is. And it's not to like brag or say you need to sign up with us over other people. We truly are so close. And it's because we're all here because we want to help people. Like, that is our goal. We all saw amazing results and all we want to do is share that. And it's okay that by sharing that, by helping people, we're also able to grow an income and provide for our families. Our CEO, his name is Carl, he used the analogy last year during a call with us that he did, where he said, like, teachers help people, nurses help people, firefighters, policemen, all of these people help people. If you were working as a personal trainer in a gym helping people lose weight, you get paid. Like, it's okay to earn an income doing something you love and like helping. Like, that's okay. It's not icky. There's nothing gross about it. And I just thought, I've always loved that analogy because it's true. Like, we should love what we do. Another thing, and then I will hop off real quick. Something that we did not mention are all the tax write-offs. So along with earning income and along with our discount and things like that, everything you purchase for your business, because this is a business, like this is a job, this is a business, is a tax write-off. Your Shakeology at the end of the year, I get Shakeology monthly. That's at least $1,200 that I'm writing off on my taxes, and that's only for my account, not Travis's account too, plus our Energize, plus our Recovery, plus our Beachbody On Demand, plus every other thing that we buy. My office in my house, because I work in here, I am able to write off the square footage of my mortgage, like percentage of my mortgage every month. To be a tax write-off, like literally, and I do a team training on this every year around tax time, so you won't have to stress about that. I will walk you through everything you can write off. But you guys, like, the write-offs are amazing and something that I definitely didn't take advantage of like my first year of coaching because I didn't understand, and now it's like my job to make sure that all of my coaches understand how many tax write-offs you can really get, because this is your business, this is a job. And so just like any other business, anything you invest into it to help you earn an income or to help you help people, your write-off. So, okay, if there aren't any other questions, I will let all of you fabulous ladies go. Thank you guys for working with us and being on here tonight. And if you have any questions, reach out to your coach. And I hope to be welcoming and exciting you guys into our team page soon.